Yeah.
All right, you.
Yeah. Ding dong. Diddy's gone. Nashville SC is back. That's all I got to say. Really, look, Scott.
Yes. Tell me.
Are we making playoffs, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. We're making the playoffs, baby.
Let's go.
Look, are we beating Cincinnati, yes or no? Yes. We're cooking them, just like we did earlier this season.
I want to say yes. I want to say
We're
yes.
back. Look, the players, I don't know.
They believe.
What yet? They believe.
They believe.
And they're playing for a manager again. Like Hani, I told you, a Hani tap and goal.
He ran his boots off tonight.
When was the last time he had a tap and goal? And then now it's been Atlanta because it wasn't a tap in, but it was closer than you expected, and you expected him to finish. You expected him to finish, which he did.
He did.
And then today he's been playing out of his mind. You see him running again. You see Sam
ran his boots
running his socks off.
Yeah.
You see all the players are bought into what this manager is selling. So if it doesn't happen this season, it's happening next season. Like, yo, I have real belief. You know, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So we ran into each other after the game, and we gave. I'm going to take this because I'm interviewing you.
You got it.
I ran into you after the game, and I was like, "Do you believe?" And
Yeah.
you were like, and you shouted it.
Yeah. It's back.
I believe now.
It's back. We're back. We're kind of back.
So this feels like.
And
so I wonder. Tell me how you respond to this critical thought. This is a pretty small sample size against two not so great teams.
What? Okay, time out. If they 2-2 Miami, they're not great. They just 2-2 Miami. They're not a terrible team. Like all the teams
Miami's
in the
cruising.
East are close.
Miami's cruising.
Yeah, Miami's cruising, but they still have a
But they're still-
class.
still a class team.
They're
Okay.
a little above like what every other team is.
Okay.
And like you just seen them like pull out wins against Philly, who thrash whoever they played tonight.
It's true.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, we played. What, we just played on Saturday, and now we're playing again, and then we play. Who came up with this schedule? Because
That's a bonker schedule.
who came up with this schedule?
Bonkers.
Like for all the teams, is ridiculous. But yeah, we're back, man. Like we're playing good football again. That's all that really matters. It doesn't matter about like, oh, these teams aren't good. We're playing better football.
All right, we ready?
It's watchable.
So who's so
And people,
especially in the second half.
Time out.
Second half, though.
Because I was a little late. I didn't get to see all the first half. I will say that. I was at work, had to close down shop, all that stuff, right? But I saw the second half, and people are getting down about it. But I thought it was very controlled.
Okay.
We had our chances, and then they had one chance, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe the second chance, it was floating over, and he's like, all right, it was cool. But there wasn't that many chances in it. So
I agree with that.
1-0, like this, we won the game. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We controlled it. It never felt like when you feel like your Gary was soaking up so much pressure, you're like, we're going to concede. We're going to concede. You could see it. You could feel it coming. We had 5 at the back. We had everybody in the defensive positions they needed to be. Chicago had no one in the area. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't think that they actually got as many good chances, given how much time they spent on our side. And we really soaked up a lot of stuff. And like most of it was speculative, most of it was outside stuff, skipping on the ground and stuff like that. No, nothing worrying.
And it's you know, as a Nashville fan, I've watched football a lot longer than Nashville been around, but you know, you can see why they do it because, you know, that's a terrible run, and we've been under a manager who you're like, you know, they're not that expectant of like real actual substantive change.
Yeah.
And now like this manager has to bring the crowd to his side. To speaking of crowds, 27,000 is insane.
That's
the
box office.
Oh
Definitely
my
not
gosh.
the case.
I had so many. No, we had 27,000.
Exactly
It
it.
was the greatest crowd of all crowds in Nashville SC.
So I agree. I think that 27, like they announced 27,000, is like that is 27,000 like within the zip code.
You could have came at halftime and got one of these hats, is what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh, silly hats. So looks good on you though.
I love it, man.
Looks excellent.
Hey, shout out the hat.
Yeah.
It's going to be a staple.
Okay, that's excellent. So in terms of who were individuals that stood out in terms of being able to really close down that second half for you?
Like, what you mean? Well, I mean, if it's talking about closing down, I feel it's a team effort. Defending's a team effort.
Not wrong.
Like I said, Sam was in the back, winning tackles. He got a yellow card. He got someone on it. Someone got a yellow card from trying to tackle him off the ball after he won the ball from them, 85th minute or something like that.
Correct.
So if you think about how they're playing, like I said, I always think of myself as a player, and I like to think like the players. they're playing for something. They feel that there's something still in this. And hey, me too. You know what I'm saying? If they start balling and showing me
I'm
too.
in.
I'm in. Like,
I'm
come
in.
on. Like, never give up on you. Real talk. Like, let's not give up. We might have something in this season because if we put together a little run, it's a cup at the end of the year. It's a cup, and we can perform in the cup.
We can do that.
We're not a bad team. We were just playing poorly. The guys that lost it, they didn't want to play for the team. We still have something in us. People have to believe. I know you don't like what's coming from our midfield, but we got what we got. Callahan's gonna work with what we got,
something out of him.
and we just. Next game up, we play Chicago again at the end of the year.
That's
another 3 points.
That's a trip worth making, by the way. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. So
Who knows?
we might just be on the precipice of something here, whether it's this year or next year. So hey, I'm in.
We're on the precipice of something. I'm in. Come on, you boys in gold.